All right, guys. A lot of you have been asking me, like, hey, when I wake up, like, what should I do each day? This is a process for just executing on growth every single day because you got to be asking yourself, like, hey, how am I going to make a sale today, this week, today, ideally? And if you can't answer that question, then you got to ask yourself, hey, how can I book a call today? Is it possible? Can I find a way to do it? Is it worth it? When you answer those three questions, get into this sheet and start executing on growth. A lot of you have already done this process with me, but I'm going to do a quick walkthrough and then I'm going to go through the other processes that you guys need. So put in your realistic yearly goal here and then put in your product suite here. If you only have one product because you just developed your profitable product or profitable offer, just go ahead and put that in there. Put the price in here, and it's going to multiply it out to identify how many phone calls you need to be able to make that revenue, how many messages you need to generate those calls, and then if you're doing ads already, how much money you need to spend on ads to be able to generate those calls, to generate those sales, to hit your goal. Okay? So first, put in your yearly goal target here. Then if you have multiple products, break down what percentage of your target is going to come from each product. For the lower ticket products, I haven't put a phone call thing in here. So if you have a higher ticket product, go ahead and put them down here. And essentially play with this sheet until you have a really good plan for how to go out to the market and attack it to hit your yearly revenue goal. Okay? The numbers in green are what you need to change. The numbers in yellow are the benchmarks I've seen work really well for conversions. Okay, so this 1 in 6 calls will usually close. 1.5% of the people that you do cold email to will usually convert into a call. 10% of the people that add you back and respond to your connection message are usually going to hop on a call. And then 20% of the people that add you back on Facebook and respond to your connection message are going to turn into a call. Okay? The cost per call I want you to shoot for, as I'm recording this, is about $100. That can range from $100 to $300 for ads. If you guys aren't at the ads portion yet, don't worry about it. Just turn this into 0. Okay, so finish this sheet up. If you have any questions, please post in the Slack channel or wherever the community is now and ask questions on the Q&A calls. Cool. When you're done with this, you're going to go ahead and you're going to know exactly how many calls you need to have per month to hit your targets. Okay? Then, and that'll be over here, and then per channel over here. Then you're going to go into the book calls category. Now you've already done your TCS process by this point. If you haven't, please go back and figure out which channels are best for you. Then you're going to reorganize this sheet by putting in the priorities of the channels that you have. So it might be Facebook, it might be LinkedIn, it might be other channels that you're already using. Identify what those priorities are. Put the activities that you need to do every single day in these areas. And then you're going to go ahead and mark how much activities you did. So for example, for Facebook, if you mark 20, this will turn blue, and you want to start tracking what are the activities you're doing every day. Change the date here to the current date. Do your high priority channels first, and then go into your low priority channels, and then book a call from those channels every day. Okay, it's entirely possible for you to book a call from each channel every day. Okay, when you book a call from a channel, put it in here and start tracking them, and it's going to add them up over here. Okay, yeah, 5, right? That is the process to start tracking the calls. If you're not feeling motivated, if you're feeling off, something's wrong. And even if those things aren't true, start measuring how much cash you have in the bank every single day. And then you want to look at net cash flow. So what's the change in cash that you have every week or every month? There's no formula for that in here yet. So when you start doing this, just ping me and we'll create a good formula for your specific business to be able to measure net cash flow. This will motivate you more than anything else to book calls. And the biggest issue I see in people that aren't growing is they do not stare at their problems. And their problems are reflected directly as cash in their bank. So even if it's negative, even if it's positive, I've been in both areas. It's fine. Just mark it down. That is going to motivate you to execute daily significantly more than anything else. And even if there's a lot of money in the bank, you're going to start having different panic numbers. So it's going to maybe start off as like 10 or 50 or 100 grand. And then maybe at 500 grand, you're going to start panicking if it goes below 500 grand. But you're going to grow as this grows. But this number, just tracking this number every day, will change your life. I'm not even kidding about that. Okay, cool. So as you book these calls, you want to start putting them in here so you can track, oh, hey, I booked this call. Okay. I know there's a very similar sheet attached to the CRM right now. You can use either one. I like tracking by month, so I use the one in the CRM. But it's a lot easier for people to just, hey, book a call, mark it down, and put the name in here, mark the lead source in here. Okay. This sheet's a little updated now. So put in the date, put in where you got the call from, change these channels if you have different channels, put in the name of the prospect, who took the call, if it came from a paid channel or a free channel, what the outcome is, mark these things, and put in how much revenue you got from the call, how much cash. If you didn't get any, that's fine. Put a link to the call recording here. Record your calls, guys. It's going to be really, really useful as you grow. And then put the action item of what you need to do to follow up at the end. Okay. I used to have a section for notes. You can put notes here if you want, but what I found is notes are just a way to allow your mind to ramble, and you guys don't have time for that. So it's okay. This is the process of what you need to be doing every single day. You need to be looking at your yearly target. You need to be booking calls every day, looking at cash in the bank every day, and then converting those calls to sales. We're going to go over this in a later lesson, but this is how to start. So go ahead, start getting used to this sheet, and start executing like crazy. Please, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me in the community or on the Q&A calls. Good luck. Have fun. Make this your own. Make it prettier. Like, change things slightly if you need to. I want you to live in here because this is where your startup or agency will really grow. Cheers, guys.